Welcome to another deep dive. Today we're going to be exploring something a little different, a syllabus for a university course in Taiwan called Industry Trends and Business Models.
A syllabus.
Yeah. You might be thinking, a syllabus? Really?
Right.
But trust me on this one. It's not just a dry list of topics.
Okay, I'm more intrigued.
It offers some really fascinating insights, I think, into the future of business, education, and even, get this, the use of AI.
Oh, wow. You're right. The syllabus goes way beyond the typical course outline. I mean, it's like a roadmap, I think, for navigating the complexities of the modern business world, with a focus on practical skills, real-world application, and even integrating AI into learning.
Right. Let's unpack this a little. So the course itself is a 3-credit program. It's taught by Dr. Shihmin at National Central University. And the course is designed to help students understand the key drivers shaping new industries and how to develop successful business models.
What I find really interesting is the course's emphasis on active learning and real-world engagement. Students are expected to go beyond textbooks and, academic articles.
Right.
They'll be signing up for professional networking platforms like LinkedIn, working on problem-based learning projects, and even exploring the world of finance by opening a securities account.
Wow.
That's
Really amazing.
That's pretty hands-on. It sounds like Dr. Lowe is preparing his students to hit the ground running after graduation. And speaking of hands-on, did you see the part about using AI?
Oh, yeah.
Students are encouraged to use ChatGPT, Notebook LM, and other AI tools for research, analysis, and even presentations.
That's right. And this syllabus really demonstrates how education is adapting to leverage the power of AI. It's not just a buzzword here. It's an integral part of the learning process. Dr. Lowe even includes guidelines on responsible AI use, which is crucial in today's world.
Absolutely. I'm curious about this eWant platform mentioned throughout the syllabus.
Yeah.
What exactly is it, and how does it fit into the course?
So the eWant platform is a learning management system, similar to Moodle or Blackboard.
It seems to be where students access course materials, engage in discussions, and submit assignments. It's interesting to see how Dr. Liu blends traditional classroom learning with online elements to create a more dynamic and engaging learning experience.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then there's Kaggle, which sounds kind of intriguing.
So Kaggle is an online mind mapping tool that encourages collaborative brainstorming and visual organization of information. Students will be using it to analyze and present their findings, which helps them develop crucial communication and critical thinking skills.
This syllabus really emphasizes real-world application, doesn't it?
Definitely.
It's not just about theoretical knowledge. It's about giving students the tools and experience to succeed in the real world.
Absolutely. The course content itself reflects this focus. It covers a diverse range of topics, from macroeconomic trends and industry analysis to the rise of AI, the future of social networks, and the challenges of sustainability.
It's like a crash course in understanding the major forces shaping the business landscape today. And the syllabus even includes specific companies and case studies, like TSMC, LinkedIn, and Edenred, to help students connect these concepts to real-world examples.
It's fascinating to see how Dr. Lowe has structured the course to cover such a broad spectrum of topics, highlighting the interconnected nature of business in today's globalized world.
And he doesn't stop there.
No, he doesn't.
The syllabus even includes links to his YouTube channel with additional lectures and past student projects. Talk about going above and beyond.
Yeah. It's clear that Dr. Lowe is passionate about teaching and empowering his students to become well-rounded and adaptable individuals prepared to tackle the complexities of the business world.
This flipped classroom approach is interesting, too.
Yeah.
Students watch lecture videos before class, and then class time is dedicated to discussions and problem solving. It sounds much more engaging than just passively listening to lectures.
Yes. It encourages active learning and critical thinking. Students aren't just absorbing information, they're applying it, debating ideas, and working collaboratively to solve real business challenges.
So it's like they're stepping into the role of a product manager, tackling real-world problems and developing solutions.
Precisely. And this active learning is reinforced through the use of tools like Kaggle and the variety of presentation assignments sprinkled throughout the syllabus.
Speaking of presentations, the term project sounds pretty intense. Students have to conduct in-depth research on a company or industry of their choice, culminating in a video presentation and a full written report. That's quite a challenge.
It is. But it also provides students with an invaluable opportunity to develop research, analytical, and communication skills. They also have to do peer reviews, which helps them learn how to give and receive constructive feedback, a valuable skill in any profession.
And on top of all that, Dr. Lowe encourages students to explore their own interests through bonus assignments. It's inspiring to see how this syllabus fosters a love of lifelong learning.
Yeah. It's about empowering students to go beyond the required curriculum and pursue topics they're passionate about. It's about nurturing a mindset of continuous growth and exploration, which is crucial in today's rapidly changing world.
All this sounds amazing, but how are students actually assessed? Is it all about exams?
Not at all. Dr. Lowe has a multifaceted grading structure that considers more than just exams. Group presentations, the term project, peer reviews, active class participation, engagement on the Awant platform, and those bonus assignments all contribute to the final grade.
It's a holistic approach to evaluation that recognizes the importance of collaboration, communication, and active participation in the learning process. It's about developing well-rounded individuals, not just test takers.
Exactly. It seems that Dr. Lowe's goal is to prepare his students not just for their first job, but for a lifetime of learning and adaptation.
This syllabus is seriously impressive. It's clear that a lot of thought and care went into designing this course. But let's take a step back for a moment and think about what this all means for our listeners.
That's an excellent point. We've been so focused on the syllabus itself, but it's important to connect it to the bigger picture. What can we learn from this approach to education? How can we apply these insights to our own lives?
Exactly. Because this isn't just about admiring a cool course from afar. It's about extracting valuable lessons and applying them to our own work, personal interests, and even how we approach learning in general.
Precisely. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a student, or simply someone who's curious about the world, this syllabus offers valuable insights into the skills and knowledge that are becoming increasingly important in today's rapidly evolving landscape.
So let's dive deeper into some of the specific industries and business models covered in this syllabus and explore how we can all learn from this innovative approach to education.
Let's start with the world of social networks. The syllabus dedicates a whole week to analyzing LinkedIn and a 104 HR Bank, a major job search platform in Taiwan. Students actually have to sign up for these platforms as part of the course, gaining firsthand experience with how they operate.
It's fascinating how Dr. Lowe brings these platforms into the classroom, making the learning process so much more engaging and relevant. It's not just theoretical, it's about understanding the practicalities of how these businesses function in the real world.
And it's not just about analyzing existing platforms. Dr. Lowe also encourages students to think critically about the future of social networks. What are the emerging trends? What potential disruptions are on the horizon? This forward-thinking approach is crucial in such a rapidly evolving industry.
This focus on future trends and disruptions is woven throughout the syllabus. Whether it's fintech, AI, sustainability, or the changing demographics of the global population, Dr. Lowe encourages students to anticipate change and develop the skills to adapt and thrive.
That's what makes the syllabus so relevant, even for those of us who aren't currently enrolled in a business course. It provides a framework for understanding the forces shaping the future and empowers us to become more proactive learners and adaptable individuals.
Okay, let's take a closer look at another key industry highlighted in the syllabus: fintech. Students explore the world of electronic payments, delve into the complexities of exchange-traded funds, or ETFs, and analyze the success of companies like Edenred, which specializes in employee benefits solutions.
What's particularly interesting here is how Dr. Lowe encourages students to go beyond traditional academic resources. He suggests exploring company websites, diving into annual reports, and even tracking stock performance on Yahoo Finance. It's about developing a deeper understanding of the financial landscape by engaging with real-world data and information.
This emphasis on real-world engagement is a common thread throughout the syllabus. It's not enough to just read about a concept in a textbook. Dr. Lowe wants his students to experience it firsthand, whether it's interacting with a social network, analyzing financial data, or exploring the website of a successful company.
And this is where those AI tools we mentioned earlier come in handy. Imagine using ChatGPT to analyze a company's mission statement, or leveraging Notebook LM to summarize complex industry trends. It's about using technology to enhance your learning and make sense of vast amounts of information.
It's exciting to see how AI can be integrated into the learning process to make it more engaging and efficient.
And speaking of exciting, let's move on to another fascinating topic covered in this syllabus: geopolitics, with a specific focus on TSMC and the semiconductor industry.
TSMC is a global powerhouse in the semiconductor world, and Dr. Lowe helps students understand why. They explore the company's history, its competitive advantages, and its crucial role in the global tech landscape.
It's a captivating case study that highlights the interplay between technology, business strategy, and geopolitics. It reminds us that business doesn't operate in a vacuum. It's influenced by global forces and political dynamics.
It's a reminder that to truly understand the complexities of business, you need to broaden your perspective and consider a wide range of factors, from technology and innovation to global trade and political landscapes.
Absolutely. And Dr. Lon doesn't shy away from tackling complex social and environmental issues as well. The syllabus includes a deep dive into the aging society, examining the business models and innovations emerging to address the needs of a growing older population.
This is a topic that's often overlooked in traditional business courses, but it's incredibly relevant in today's world. The aging population presents both challenges and opportunities, and Dr. Long encourages students to think critically about how businesses can adapt and thrive in this new demographic landscape.
It's about recognizing the social impact of business and considering how companies can contribute to creating a more inclusive and sustainable future.
And speaking of sustainability, the syllabus dedicates a whole week to exploring the concept of net zero emissions and the rise of the green energy industry.
Students delve into the world of ESG, environmental, social, and governance factors, and examine how businesses are incorporating sustainability into their operations and strategies.
It's a recognition that business success is no longer just about profits. It's about creating value for all stakeholders, including the planet and future generations.
And this focus on sustainability ties back to the broader theme of this course: understanding the trends shaping the future of business and developing the skills to navigate that future effectively.
All right, before we wrap up this part of our deep dive, there's one more crucial element of the syllabus we need to highlight: the focus on the role of the product manager.
This course seems designed to give students a deep understanding of what it takes to be a successful product manager, from the skills and competencies required to the different stages of the product development lifecycle.
Students will be exploring job descriptions for product managers, analyzing the key knowledge, skills, and attitudes needed to excel in this role, and even learning about professional organizations like the Product Development and Management Association, PDMA.
It's about providing students with a practical roadmap for a career in product management, a field that's in high demand and constantly evolving.
And to make things even more exciting, the syllabus includes links to resources from Product School, a global leader in product management training. Students have access to micro-certifications, workshops, and a wealth of information to help them develop their skills and advance their careers.
It's a fantastic example of how this course goes beyond the traditional boundaries of academia and connects students to real-world opportunities and resources.
It's about empowering students to take ownership of their learning and prepare themselves for success in the dynamic and ever-changing world of business.
And on that note, let's take a moment to process all this amazing information. When we return, we'll continue our exploration of this remarkable syllabus.
Welcome back to our deep dive into this fascinating syllabus. We've covered a lot of ground already, exploring the unique aspects of this industry trends and business models syllabus from Taiwan. But now I want to shift gears a bit and talk about what this all means for you, the listener.
Yeah, that's a great point. It's easy to get caught up in all the, specifics of the syllabus, but the real value, I think, lies in extracting those insights.
Right.
And applying them to our own lives, whether we're entrepreneurs, students, or just, curious minds.
Right. So let's distill some key takeaways. One thing that really stands out to me is the emphasis on practical, hands-on learning. It's not just about passively absorbing information, it's about applying it, experimenting, and even making mistakes along the way.
Absolutely. This syllabus is all about active learning. Think about those group projects, the Coggle mind maps, the presentations. They're all designed to get students out of their comfort zones and engage with the material in a more dynamic way.
And those are valuable skills to have in any field, not just business. Collaboration, critical thinking, effective communication, those are essential for success in today's world.
For sure. Another key takeaway, I think, is this integration of AI as a learning tool. Dr. Lo isn't afraid to embrace technology. He sees it as a way to enhance the learning experience and prepare students for the future.
And he does so responsibly, with clear guidelines and policies on AI use. It's not just about throwing students into the deep end. It's about equipping them with the knowledge and ethical frameworks to navigate this powerful technology.
Yeah, and we often hear about AI, in these abstract terms.
Right.
But this syllabus actually shows how it can be practically applied in education.
Exactly.
It's exciting to see how AI tools like ChatGPT and NotebookLM can be used for research, analysis, and even creative tasks like generating presentations.
It's a reminder that we need to be proactive in learning about and adapting to these new technologies. AI is rapidly changing the world around us, and those who embrace it will have a significant advantage.
Yeah, if you don't jump on board, you're going to get left behind.
For sure. Speaking of adapting to change, the syllabus's diverse range of industry topics also offers valuable lessons. From social networks and fintech to the geopolitics of semiconductors and the rise of green energy, it exposes students to a broad spectrum of business trends and challenges.
And it highlights that interconnected nature of the world. I mean, we can't understand business in isolation. We need to consider the impact of technology, globalization, sustainability, and a host of other factors.
It's a lot to keep track of.
It is.
But it's important.
Yeah, Dr. Lowe seems to encourage a systems thinking approach, where you're constantly looking for connections, patterns, and interrelationships. It's about understanding the bigger picture and seeing how different industries and trends influence each other.
So how can we as listeners apply these insights to our own lives?
Well, I think it starts with a shift in mindset. We need to be more proactive in our learning.
Okay.
We can't just sit back and wait for knowledge to come to us. We have to actively seek it out, experiment, and embrace new technologies and approaches.
So it's about nurturing that inner curiosity and seeking out opportunities to learn and grow, both personally and professionally. We live in a world overflowing with information and resources. It's up to us to take advantage of them.
And don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone. Explore new industries, take online courses, attend webinars, read books and articles. Continuous learning is no longer a luxury. It's a necessity.
You mentioned something earlier that really resonated with me. The emphasis on the role of the product manager. It got me thinking about how we can all benefit from adopting a product management mindset, even if we don't work in tech.
Yeah, that's a really insightful observation. The core principles of product management, understanding user needs, identifying problems, developing solutions, iterating, and constantly seeking feedback, are applicable to so many aspects of life.
Absolutely. Whether you're managing a project at work, starting a side hustle, or even planning a family vacation, these principles can help you be more organized, effective, and successful.
It's about taking a structured and user-centric approach to whatever you're doing. It's about focusing on solving problems and creating value, not just going through the motions.
This syllabus has sparked so many ideas. It's not just a blueprint for a business course. It's a guide for navigating the complexities of the modern world.
I couldn't agree more. It challenges us to be more engaged learners, adaptable thinkers, and proactive in shaping our own futures.
Now, for those of you who are intrigued by this syllabus and want to dive deeper, we've included links to the syllabus itself, Dr. Lowe's YouTube channel, and other resources mentioned in the show notes.
Don't just admire this innovative approach to education. Use it as inspiration to fuel your own learning journey.
Now, for the final part of our deep dives, we'll take a closer look at the course schedule week by week to see how Dr. Lowe brings these ideas to life in the classroom. All right, so we've talked a lot about the big ideas, the key takeaways from this syllabus, but now I'm actually really excited to kind of get into the nitty-gritty. Let's walk through the course schedule week by week and see how all these concepts actually come to life in the classroom.
Okay, sounds good. This is where we really see Dr. Lowe's teaching philosophy in action.
So week one, it starts with an orientation.
Yeah.
But it's not just, your typical dry welcome packet. Dr. Lowe have a welcome video on his YouTube channel and a full introduction to the eWant platform, which is where students will be interacting with the course material.
This highlights how he blends that online and in-person learning, right?
Right.
Students need to be comfortable navigating both environments. This first week kind of sets the stage for that.
And right away in week one, students are tasked with creating a personal introduction video.
Oh, wow.
Using DID, which is that AI tool that generates avatar videos.
Yeah.
So imagine starting your semester by creating your own AI avatar.
That's really cool. And the syllabus even links to past student projects, so you can see how creative they got with their introductions.
It's a great way to break the ice, get students comfortable with using AI right away.
Yeah.
And kind of spark their creativity.
Yeah.
Then week two dives deeper into the AI tools. Students get familiar with ChatGPT, Notebook LM, and other applications they can use for research, analysis, even presentation creation. It's like a crash course in AI literacy.
And what I appreciate is that Dr. Lum emphasizes responsible AI use right from the start. He provides clear guidelines and policies to make sure students are using these powerful tools ethically and effectively.
It's a great example of how to incorporate that cutting-edge technology into education.
Yeah.
Without losing sight of the ethical considerations.
Exactly. Now, week 3 shifts gears a bit to macro-environmental analysis using the PESTLE framework.
Now, for those who haven't encountered PESTLE before, can you give us like a super quick explanation?
Sure. PASTEL is a tool for analyzing the big picture factors that can impact a business. It stands for political, economic, social, technological, environmental, and legal factors. So students are essentially learning to scan the horizon for trends and forces that could affect businesses.
That makes sense. So it's about understanding the context in which businesses operate.
Right.
And being able to anticipate potential challenges and opportunities.
Precisely. It's a really foundational concept for strategic thinking and decision-making.
And then, starting in week 4, things get really, really interesting. This is where those deep dives into specific industries begin. Week 4 focuses on social networks, with an in-depth look at LinkedIn and a 104 HR Bank, which is a major job search platform in Taiwan.
And remember, students are required to sign up for these platforms, so they're getting firsthand experience with how they work, how they generate revenue, and the challenges they face.
It's a great way to connect theory to practice.
Yeah.
And see how these companies operate in the real world.
And the focus isn't just on analyzing existing platforms either.
Right.
Dr. Lowe also encourages students to think about what's next. What are those emerging trends in social networks? What potential disruptions are on the horizon?
So it's about developing that forward-looking perspective.
Yeah.
And being prepared for the future.
Exactly. Weeks 5 and 6 continue this industry exploration.
Okay.
With a focus on fintech. Students examine e-payment systems, learn about ETFs, and analyze companies like Edenred, which specializes in employee benefits solutions.
I love how Dr. Luke encourages students to go beyond those traditional academic resources. He points them to company websites, annual reports, and even suggests they track stock performance on Yahoo Finance.
It's about getting students comfortable with real-world data and learning to do their own research and analysis. It's also a great way to demystify finance and make it accessible to students from all backgrounds.
Week 7 introduces the Business Model Canvas, which I know is a popular tool in the business world.
Oh, yeah. The Business Model Canvas is a visual template for mapping out how a business creates, delivers, and captures value. It's a great tool for understanding how different parts of a business fit together and for brainstorming new ideas.
So students aren't just learning about business models kind of in the abstract. They're actually learning how to analyze and create them.
Exactly. And then week 8 builds on this by focusing on competitive analysis. Students learn about different competitive strategies, explore concepts like co-opetition and platform models, and analyze how companies position themselves in the market.
It's about taking that wider lens, understanding how companies interact and compete with each other.
Right. And then weeks 9 through 14 are like a rapid-fire tour of fascinating industries and trends. Students explore topics like the semiconductor industry, AI and national defense, the aging society, and the transition to sustainable business practices.
It's an incredibly diverse range of topics.
It is.
But it highlights how interconnected these issues are. You can't really understand the future of business without considering all of these factors.
And throughout this exploration, Dr. Lone emphasizes the importance of continuous learning and self-directed exploration. He encourages students to go beyond the assigned readings, explore additional resources, and pursue topics that pique their curiosity.
It's awesome that he empowers students to take ownership of their learning. It's not just about completing assignments. It's about fostering a genuine love of learning.
Yeah.
And a desire to stay ahead of the curve.
Now, weeks 15 and 16 are dedicated to the culmination of the course, the term project. Students work in teams to conduct in-depth research on a company or industry of their choice. They then develop a comprehensive report and create a video presentation to share their findings.
It sounds like an intense but incredibly rewarding experience. They get to apply everything they've learned throughout the course and really dive deep into a topic that interests them.
And the syllabus provides them with all the support they need, including resources for video editing and presentation skills. It's clear that Dr. Lowe has thought through every aspect of this project to make it a valuable learning experience.
And then to wrap things up, weeks 17 and 18 are all about self-directed learning. Students are encouraged to pursue bonus assignments on topics that intrigue them. It's a great way to end the course on a note of exploration and continued curiosity.
It's a reminder that learning doesn't end when the semester's over. It's a lifelong journey.
Well, there you have it. We've taken a deep dive into this truly remarkable syllabus. It's inspiring to see a professor who's so passionate about teaching and who's constantly pushing the boundaries of business education.
I think we can all learn from Dr. Lowe's approach, whether we're students, educators, or simply individuals who are committed to lifelong learning.
It's about embracing new technologies, staying ahead of trends, thinking critically, and never losing that sense of curiosity.
And remember, this syllabus is a public document. We encourage you to explore it further using the links in our show notes.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We'll be back next time with another fascinating exploration. Until then, keep learning, keep growing, and keep exploring.